right? Leave civilians out of our business. Civilians is the people from other clans that don't got nothing to do with their clans. So if they go to war with another biker gang in the desert, shit, leave their ass land where they did at. That's, I mean, they, or send them home to be cared for by their own. Everybody get your dead off the battlefield. That's their business. But the government get involved in it, and then they're trying to round up as many of them as they can before they alert the other tribes to follow the tribal tradition, the tribal structure. That's why the Nation of Islam is so strong. It's built on tribal structure. They just didn't know we had the capabilities to organize like this.
Master MC Yin Yang, he said, expose yourself to the Earth's different ley lines. That's a real thing. Most of those mounds and pyramids are actually built on those ley lines, and that's how we know that they're energy conductors. Most of the stones they're using have magnetic volcano rock in it. So they're telling you that they were using frequencies, they're using energies. So the ley lines, pay attention to the ley lines, and they have them in California, they have them all in Atlanta, they have them in they have them wherever you're at. They got something close by you. If you got mounds by you, you tapping in. Chief, what are a few things I can do to better prep my young family for what to come, especially my wife that's still anchored deeply into Christianity?
Well, shock and awe coming. You ain't gonna have to try to just make sure that you do your provisions part in case we lose power for whatever reason. Because like when this cold front come, they expecting the power grid to be overrun with people running heat, right? And they say that it's not, for the amount of freeze we about to have, it's going to be unprecedented stress on the power grid. That might be a convenient excuse for them to hit the switch and turn them off. You got to remember that. So if you got people that have like life support respirators, they at home, they need a generator. If everybody is healthy, then you need a healthy supply of food to feed them motherfuckers, because healthy people eat way harder than sick people. As long as you can feed your family for a few weeks till the National Guard start giving out care packages, you be good.
Right. What areas geographically do you suggest we spend a lot of time to come online? Finish line, man, Florida. You want to answer that question for me? Said, Rob, what areas geographically do you suggest we spend a lot of time in to come on more online?
It depends. To start where you at first. Touch the ground with your palms and your knees and your forehead. Right? And then ask the Mother Earth, where do I supposed to be? You'll find yourself there before you know it.
A guy that said, what should the mothers do to get the information? That's a beautiful question.
Say, what was it?
Mothers do, the matriarch do to get information, and I think y'all already doing it. Like just being inspiration, being doulas, raising Phoenix Academies most definitely got a beautiful situation going on. Being doulas, learning how to do everything that we need y'all to do. Like he said, proper preparation prevents poor performance. If we gotta be ready to have water on deck and have all these generators and stuff like that, maybe y'all should be able to like make sure we eat right. And it's like, I don't know, it's the simple stuff that y'all already do has always been all we need. You know what I'm saying? Did you want to touch on that?
Read the question again?
What was the mothers do to get information?
Oh, well, it's a lot of ways to get information, but it's enough of us on social media telling you where to look for. It depends on what information you're looking for. Because everybody's situation not the same. They don't need the same information. Ain't no cookie cutter. Right? So it depends on where she at, what she into, you know what I'm saying, how her brain works. That's a lot of stuff that goes into that as a variable. I say, read till you get to the point where you can see so many perspectives. That's all you're doing when you're reading, looking at something from another perspective. The more perspectives you have, the more holographic your view. So imagine one person in the crowd watching the game, but you able to watch the game from the eyes of everybody in the crowd.
It's so many questions. Oh man. All right. I'm trying to show love. Don't get mad at me, bro. It's so many questions. Who are the dirty Moors today? The Hebrew Israelites. Actually, you know what's funny? We are the same, man. A lot of that shit is connected. They just put different names and titles on it to keep us divided, keep us distracted. It's way bigger than that shit. It's way bigger than that shit. When you realize we all of that shit and above, the dirty Moors is still whoever will sell their soul for $1 and suck a dick to fit in.
Yeah, that's pretty much describing.
That's it. That's all I can. Is like shit. When you see somebody do some sucker shit that don't stand on principles, and they know what them principles are, those same pillars, then they look like us, but they ain't us because everybody else standing on principle. Of course, you gotta say meditate, eat healthy, breathe, work. Y'all, when y'all post and share good information, y'all teaching us and y'all inspire us. So that's a nice way to get information. Herbs good for the heart and good for the heart and goods for the heart. Cacao, for example. You see, Cosmic Cat 888.
I can't see none of the questions. Only like one come up,
Herbs,
then it'll roll up.
herbs good for the heart and goods for the heart. Keiko, for example. I think she's asking what's good for the heart. Pomegranate is amazing for the heart. Turmeric,
Look, you
black
can
seed oil.
get a book. Book is called Eat Heart Based Diet. I think is what it's called. Healthy Heart Diet. Healthy Heart Based Diet or something like that.
This is an amazing one too.
Yeah. Look, a lot of the stuff that people want to know about, the same way they ask the question if the subject, right? The subject of the question is heart foods. You put the subject in and search heart foods, and it'll tell you foods that's good for the heart. You could do a Google search or you can go get a book on it. They got PDF books now where you don't even have to buy the book. You could just download it and read it.
God has said are we? I guess you're saying we having another World Fair.
Yeah, that's the Iowa World Fair that's coming up in the middle of sometime during that year-long celebration, the Iowa World Fair. Trump gave the date. So if you go to TikTok, type in Donald Trump 2025 celebration, and you will hear the announcement, and you give you the date of the World Fair and where it's at. So I think it's the Iowa or Idaho or one of them states.
Who got arrested in Switzerland? Dirty Moors.
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
Look, they didn't make it public because there was like thousands of them that lived underground.
Is it the World's Fair or the Ohio State Fair?
They calling it the World's Fair. Go listen to the video of Donald Trump. But whatever it is, it's in Iowa. It's on Iowa. It'll be if it's in Iowa, it's gonna be on Iowa State Fairgrounds.
Man, OG, do me a favor. Put up your CASHAPP because they're working you, man. Put up CASHAPP if you want to. Ain't it a $sign? The Skype.
SikApe. SikApe.
Because y'all working us at this point. Y'all went crazy with the question. I'm trying to get them out the way too. SIK.
Yeah. Go ask Jesus if she know me. That's my girl. Me and Jesus talk personally.
Make sure I spelled that right, OG. Say it one more time.
It's $ capital SIK capital APE.
Oh, so it's not the. Okay.
No.
Man, I hope I get it right. Boom. You can't type it in there because my phone acting
That's
crazy.
it. Somebody just put it in there, pin it.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate that. I'll pin it when I see it. There's a lot of questions coming in. No. Stay out the hood till it makes sense. Do you understand the amount of wisdom in his life? Appreciation. Theirs will be tomorrow. Monk Mound, California, Illinois. I'm looking for questions. ISA FEMA in control. ISC FEMA in control. Try to find a statement.
FEMA not in control right now. Right now we are in. Okay, so we went through a transition to government. The transitional period was the administration of Joe Biden. That's why they broke Trump up into two terms, two terms with a term in the middle. Everything that's been going on has been under the control of the United States military. The United States military wanted Trump as the front man, and but the military is in continuity of government operations. Now we passed reconstitution of government because now they already telling us United States Treasury bought all of the banks because the Federal Reserve is closed down. The Federal Reserve was printing the fiat money, which takes us to the credit union ruling by the Supreme Court.
Now,
right?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the whole Jekyll Island situation kickstarted that?
It's that's what the case about.
I see.
Right? The fiat money is the money that's not backed by anything.
Somebody said, Chief, I know you good at remote viewing. Would you provide me the first setting point for this for me to learn? Thanks.
The military teachers, original teachers of control remote viewing wrote a manual. It's called the Control Remote Viewing Manual. And it was originally a government document, but now it's printed and published as a book, a how-to manual. Control Remote Viewing Manual.
It's so many. I'm trying to find some dope ones. So I ain't ask about Chief Push Mataha from Itabeen, Mississippi. I gotta look that one up myself. You know anything about Chief?
Yeah, you remember him when his wife was wait a minute. I'm not sure if that's him, but I think it's the guy whose wife got locked up, and Phoenix had to go and do some spiritual protection work for her to get out. Because where everybody else was trained, they had a release order for her and everything. They just wouldn't let her go.
Yeah, I think we as far as the Mississippi Chiefs, there's so many of them, and it's so the dynasty of Mississippi is just as great as the Egyptian. Like they used to like try to play. I grew up in Gulfport, so it's weird because now all this stuff's coming out about all these artifacts that's in these places are in Mississippi too. When the river dried up, they started finding like giant bones and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot going on. And all these chiefs they all look like too through the whole GGC. That's why I thought it was funny that Trump was trying to rename the Gulf of America because we always call it the GGC anyway, the Golden Gulf Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like
we had to take everything back from the colonizers, right? And that was part of the public exposure to reclaiming everything and renaming it. You got to justify why you're renaming it to the ignorant because they don't know what's going on. They don't even see the transfer of power taking place in their face because they believing in the actors, and Trump kept telling them all they are is central casting. That's why they don't have an oath of office on record, which takes us back to the Brunson case. So you have all of these legal rulings. They haven't. When the Brunson case is ruled on, and they don't have oath of office on file, they have to rule in favor of the Constitution. Because if they don't, that'll show the whole people the fraud of the Supreme Court. It'll prove beyond anybody's doubt that the Supreme Court is a fraud if they overrule the Brunson case in favor of the people whose names are have no oath of office. That's like taking the Constitution to the bathroom, saying you the highest judge on the Supreme Court, and you wipe your ass with it. That's why they haven't released it yet. They have to wait until it's actionable to release it. It won't be actionable until they officially acknowledge that Trump's still the president, or they'll put him back in office.
And you said this years ago, and it played itself right on out. That's the crazy shit. Just quick. Somebody was asking about certain. I'm not going to talk about what to take as far as medicines, whatever, because no, you ain't gonna catch me up in that. But a lot of the answers that you're looking for, there's other brothers and sisters, guys and queens in the chat that's giving you the answers for it. Especially when somebody said Queen of Four. Look up Queen of Four. Look up Dr. Sabi. Make it easy on yourself, because I don't want to give you none of the wrong information. Like he just said, everybody got a different blood type. So you got to eat for your, like the sis said, eat for your blood type. Why didn't the South American tribes tell us it was dark people we was fighting with? Why
They did.
did American tribes? That's why I just showed you the artifacts. They're telling you they were conquered. The people, they're telling you, they're giving us artifacts. When they see us, they give us these things. And they tell us, yo, you the real, they look at us like gods to this day. Back then, I broke the concept that it says it on there. The Olmecs didn't build anything. They told the other people to build for them. That's just like you think the pharaohs built the pyramids? No, the people that. So now you have the debate: what came first, the chicken or the egg? Who built the pyramids? Imhotep mine, or the person that lived that brick, or the stone people that the Proverbs say they raised up from the one they call the creator, Lemembe, one who erects into existence, the foundation of existence. They literally call this dude the creator. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, it's so much, bro. Hold on, let me catch. The South American tribes, a lot of them did, but at the same time, you also got to realize we were also at war with a lot of them too. It's always gonna be spite and envy. It's always gonna be spite and envy. How do we know what to trust? What's coming for us? It's been so long, and they want us to save ourselves. So how do we know who to trust? Trust in yourself. Buy you some land. Duck the fuck off. Trust in your the food you grow. You know what I'm saying? At this point, everything, proper preparation prevents poor performance. There's nothing. Those kind of questions have been answered 50 years ago when Elijah Muhammad told. Like, regardless, they make us hate the messengers, but these people been prepped us for a whole lot of shit. Like eat to live, prep water, getting coconut water, growing your gardens, stop eating junk food, cook. Trump just withdrawn the United States from who? Trump just withdrawn the United States from who? Oh man. Did you talk about why didn't Trump put his hand? Yeah, they did speak on that already. Okay, the I believe the guy that says push Mat, forgive me if I don't know to pronounce the chief's name right. Push Mata Ha is from Bina, Mississippi. Trump invited the Mississippi Valley University marching band from Bina to the inauguration. You should cash at me just for having to do all that. That was got me on here looking like Trump is a scapegoat. I don't even think that's Trump, bro. Like he's just a face. That's just the face they got playing for the mission they already signed over with.
Look, they got 4 or 5 Trumps on
They
them. They
got
can
4 or
switch
5,
them up on them.
and they don't want to have that conversation. But there's a movie that Marshall Ali just came out with, and it's about him cloning himself, but accepting it. It was like he cloned himself because he was about to die from cancer. They're telling y'all what they're doing and what they're about to put on, and they're making you know, think that shit normal. From the World Health Organization, that's some beautiful shit that JFK's been doing lately. He talking about getting all that bullshit off. As soon as you get that food, as soon as you start getting that food, that crazy shit about your body, like people that eat fried chicken every day, you don't even realize that's flour. That flour kicks up in you. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling drowsy. As soon as you release all that stuff, man, Rod's not able to see that. the questions. No, he's not. That's why I say I'm getting the best ones I can. Self, spiritually elevated life form, the self. Trump said we a sovereign country. True. Arisha Stone, do you have any books? Yeah, I do have a YouTube channel. You can tap in. It's Arisha Stone. We just did some with Tahir RBG. Yo, I need to get you and Tahir online together too, because that would be epic. Gotta get these artifacts out of people. I'm around Omics every day, and I want them to know so another thing, the museum stole a whole lot of stuff. They also know
Hey,
that they had
somebody just asked me in the comment what's my daily diet.
He said, what's your
Fried chicken.
Huh?
Somebody asked me in the comments what was my daily diet like. I just said fried chicken.
Yo, clean it out. Get you some berries or something. Clean this shit out.
I'm actually in a cycle right now, cleansing and replenishing
everything
cycle.
is balanced. Somebody says cosmic royalty. That's just, it's so beautiful as she said that, but that's what it is. It's cosmic royalty. When you see it in these thrift shops, or if you see it when you go to Mexico and they give you this is jade. The Mexican saw me, he gave me this, you know what I'm saying? And it's Guatemalan jade, but it's just dope. You know what I'm saying? That a girl came to me and she said to me, this is who you are. And she showed me this little thing. And she's a tattoo artist, but she showed me this little thing, and it tapped me to the whole Quetzalcoatl thing. That's one of their gods. It's the black god. This is Olmec. This isn't Aztec or Inca or none of that shit. The Quetzalcoatl, or the feathered serpent, goes all the way back. And it's just beautiful that this is the year of the serpent. We just came out the year of the dragon, or we still in it. But all this, the return of the serpent wisdom, cosmic royalty, I see. Yeah, follow
That's
my
the Nagas. That's the return of the Nagas kings.
Will Bill Gates be exposed? He is exposed.
Man, if he ain't exposed by now, he ain't gonna never